Hey, welcome back to the Happy Place Diaries. In this video, we're going to talk about all of those little things that we've had to do to this trailer since we've owned it. I'll explain right after this. Hey, welcome back. Hey, if this is your first time visiting us, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. But more importantly, at the end of the video, go ahead and share it with a friend. Hey, and don't forget to hit that little bell. That'll notify you when our next video comes out, which is every Wednesday and every Sunday. And don't forget to join us live on Mondays. Anyway, in this video, we're talking about all those little things that we've had to do around our RV just to keep it running. So the backstory is, if you're on Facebook, you know that there's lots of groups out there, and we belong to a Keystone Passport owner group there on Facebook. And what I've noticed lately, and maybe it's just because folks are bored or whatever, but what I've noticed is a lot of folks are unhappy with their rigs. And I thought, well, is it just the Keystone Passport? Because we love ours. So I did a little checking around, and it seems that there's a lot of folks, that, and maybe the internet's just a safe platform, but they just aren't happy with the way that their RVs are constructed. I mean, if you've had an RV for more than a couple days, you know that as you're driving down the road, these things shake, rattle, and roll, and there's going to be a certain amount of stuff that you just have to do to it. And so I think there's a lot of people out there that have an expectation that these little, mobile homes on wheels are going to be, rock solid. And I tell you, some of them are. But by and large, it is what it is. You're driving a rig down the street, and it is an earthquake back here. So I think that having a fair expectation of what's going on back here is a key to RV ownership. And I get it. I mean, we pay a lot of money for these. We expect the quality or the craftsmanship to be a little bit nicer. And me being the positive guy that I am, I just understand that it is what it is, and I'm going to put up with a certain amount of stuff. Now, that's why we also have warranties, and that's why you buy those extended packages, etc. But there is a certain expectation that as an RV owner, you're going to have to fix stuff. And so I thought we would take a minute and just show you just one or two things or more of things that we've had to fix in this RV. And no, I'm not talking upgrades. I'm talking about stuff that broke and we had to fix it. And I'm going to start with screws. So every one of your cabinets and whatnot have these screws. I have tightened every single screw on every single cabinet in this trailer. Is that right? I don't know, but it is what it is. We've had to tighten every single one. And I'll give you a pro tip. When you go to tighten that, go ahead and put a little bit of glue on there. We use the E6000 glue. Put a little dab of glue on that screw, and it'll never come loose again. Ask me, because I've only had to do this once, and we've had this trailer for 4 years now. So as I tighten the screw, I put that little dab of glue on there, never have to do it again. Kind of makes you wonder why they don't do that at the factory. Probably time and money. No big deal. It's just screws. So before we completely removed them, the blinds on this window, they came loose. Again, it was a screw issue. The blinds came down. So we just didn't put them back up. We don't want them on that window anyway. But just be aware that if it's a screw, it's going to come loose. So fixing that blind or not fixing it, that was the key there. We had to change out light bulbs. And when I did do that light bulb change, I went ahead and changed them out with the LEDs. But light bulbs, they burn out. Don't call the manufacturer over a light bulb. They're not going to send you a new one. These trim pieces that are recessed in here, this one and this one, yep, they popped out. So what did I do? I fixed them. I put a little bit of Gorilla Glue behind there and tacked it in with some finishing nails. Good as new, but they shook loose. Not the panel, just these trim pieces. Easy fix. Next thing on our list is the panel switches. We've had to change out pretty much all of our panel switches to include the switch that moves the glide or the slide in and out. Super easy fix. And you can pick up these switches at any RV supplier. So what do? I carry extra switches with me. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 switches. Yeah, I think I've replaced every single one of them. Super easy fix. Not something that I'm going to claim a warranty issue over. Very easy. In and out. Takes care of the problem in seconds. Before we took out the dinette, we had some issues with the dinette. We had the cushions that we replaced. Some of the trim came off. There was kind of like a vinyl trim across the top, peeled back. It was a real simple fix. Just peeled that back, glued it, threw some staples in it, and put it back in. And then we ended up removing the whole thing anyway. But again, not something that we took to the manufacturer or back to our dealer for. Easy fixes around here. The nice thing about being an RV owner is you kind of become a handyman. Really enjoy that part. We've had to replace a couple fuses. Again, not something I'm going to take it back to the dealer for. Just some fuses. Good tip there too. Always keep a few extra fuses on hand. Had to replace the water heater once. Now that was something that I had the dealer do. Well, you just can't make this stuff up. As I was just closing the door to the water heater, the little snap handle broke. Again, it's going to be an easy fix. I found all 3 parts. Just putting them back together and I'll get that back on. But it's that kind of stuff. It's fixed. We've had to replace all of our tires. We've had to tighten up all of these screws in this molding. We had to replace this outdoor shower door. We had to tighten all of this and replace this fender. Well, we had to tighten up all of these screws along this molding here. We had to change out the light bulbs in that light and that light. We had to replace that light cover. Had to change out that light bulb. And our next project is cleaning up these caps and repainting them. Well, there you go. A little walk around the trailer, show you the little things that we fixed. Now, everything that I pointed out so far, we've been seeing people talk about on the Facebook page and other places, complaining that it's, that the trailer's a complete piece of garbage because you have to tighten up screws and stuff like that. No, we really love our trailer. We really love this Keystone Passport. And tightening up screws and doing little fixes here and there, it's okay. It makes your RV experience that much better. You start learning about your RV that way, and you start having a lot of fun with the little tweaks and things like that, and things that you can do yourself to your rig. And then those little fixes become remodels and things like that. And I tell you what, we love what we've done here. Okay, well, that's it for this video. I want to thank everybody for coming. Remember, share it with a friend. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. And remember that a happy life starts in a happy place. We found ours. Watch some of our videos. And we'll see you in the next one.